Know this. Austin. I am your father.
Really?
No, not really. I can't back that up.
Right, idiot, yes.
Hello everyone, this is Andrew from Moscow, and today is another comparison video. Today we'll compare Ultimate Battle Damage City Hunter. I've already reviewed this figure, so I won't stay long in some points. Okay, left is original, right is the reissue version. The reissue version came to me from AliExpress, so the box was damaged quite a bit. Okay, what can I say? The contrast of printing is almost the same. The hooks are looking to right on both boxes, as you can see. So, if we look on the other side, the only difference that I can see in contrast is that on the reissue version these writings are made in a very white color, and on the original they are a little bit darker, but on camera it's pretty much the same. Okay, the original was packed with 3 cm ground scotch, as you can see, and the reissue version was packed with 2.5 round scotch. Okay, next important information is underneath of the boxes. Original is on top and the reissue is on the bottom. What can we see? The original was produced on 27th of October 2020, and the reissue was made on 13th of May 2021. Okay, here you can see that this font is bold on the original, and on the reissue version it is a little bit thinner. The font in UPC number differs from UPC code font on the reissue version, otherwise the same exact printings. Okay, inside the boxes the photos are pretty much the same, the contrasts are identical, and here's how they look inside the boxes. Okay, let's open them. Okay, here are City Hunters on blisters. Let's look on the original first. Here is original. No numbers underneath and around the blister. I can't see any numbers. And here is the reissue version on the blister. There are numbers 51428. Okay, and also they changed this area. Here you can see the open disc and closed disc, and on the reissue they swapped discs in place, closed and opened, and also they made these cells not individual but for these two accessories, and on the original they are individual cells. Also, the original was packed with this single plastic ties, and the reissue version is packed with this double plastic ties. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's start from the accessories. Left is original, right is reissue. Let's look on the closed smart disc. Okay, left is more copper, right is more bronze. Open discs. Again, slight difference in color. Original is a little bit brighter, I think. Okay, closed spears. Big difference in color. Original is more bronze, reissue is more copper. Case of taste. Left half closed hands. Pretty close scheme, but there are differences. As you can see, more black on the Reissue. Right opened hand. Left is original, right is Reissue. I think the original is done better. Right closed hands. Pretty much identical. Good varnish on the Reissue version. Now the spears again. Left is original, right is Reissue. Bronze and copper colors. Okay. Now the torn hands. Left is original, right is Reissue. The Reissue is a little bit darker. Okay. Let's look on the torn piece. The original is painted pretty poorly, like a bootleg from the inside. And the detalization is pretty cool on the Reissue version. Okay. Plus I think the Reissue version has this more gray-blue color scheme, paint scheme. Pretty interesting on the Reissue version. Okay, let's look on the biomasks. The original is more copper, the Reissue is more bronze, and has this gray-blue wash. But I prefer the original better, to my personal taste. I think the copper variant is closer to the movie. And a huge difference on the other side. Yes, you can see on the Reissue they added this gray-blue wash inside the helmet. This is cool, but I think it looks terribly. I like more the original version. Plus on the original you can see this visor is painted in black, and there is no paint on the Reissue version. Okay. Now the heads, and here you can see the great difference. This time the Reissue version, in my opinion, definitely wins. You can see how they painted the crown on the Reissue version. Now it is so very delicate. These triangles are perfectly painted, and on the original they are painted very poorly, I think. These lines are not so good. Also they changed the eye technique painting. I think this is a painting and this is a photo print, to my opinion. You can see how they changed the painting of eyebrows. Now they are more dark and has these lines. Okay. And I don't know if it is on my variant of the Reissue. When you look straight in his eyes, they can see some sort of effect when an animal, for example a dog, looks at you in the dark and its eyes reflect light. Very interesting effect. Okay. His teeth are a little bit wider than on the original. Okay, in this area you can see the difference in painting. I like the Reissue more. They added more black around his eyes on the original, and on the Reissue it is pretty much brown, dark brown, and they look very good. Okay, more natural on the Reissue version, in my opinion. Okay, underneath we have this information: 2C, 2C, 2 on this half of the head, and brown paint in this area. Okay, let's look on reds. More gold rings on the original and more gray or platinum rings on the Reissue version, but otherwise pretty much the same. I think the Reissue version is the winner in this case. And now let's look on press themselves. Okay, left is original, right is Reissue. We can see the same exact difference in its heads. Original has this black color around his eyes, and the Reissue version has this dark brown color. And they didn't add so much paint, so you can see all the details around his eyes. And on original they added too much paint, so there is no detail. Okay, here they on the side. You can see the difference in this area. In this area I like the original better. Okay, the crown. Yes, very delicate painting on the Reissue version. From this side. Okay. I think on the original there is much varnish on the armor pieces, and on the Reissue version it is a little bit mattish, I think. Okay, the stomach is painted pretty much the same, but a little difference in the green paint. Also, a big minus of the Reissue is because they didn't add this glow in the dark paint in this area and this here. The only piece which shines in the dark, glows in the dark, is this hand in this area. It shines. So in this case the original is the winner. Okay, you can see black pins in this area and brown pins in the Reissue version, and originally they are black. Okay, here blades. It is interesting they added some paint inside this area, disc holder, silver, and some wash, and it is plain black on the original version. Slight different color in this area, different color plastic. Okay, the detalization on the ripped head. On the original the paint is not very good, and on the Reissue version there is a detalization because of the lack of paint, I think. Okay, again here's the glow in the dark paint, and there is no, just the green paint. This is a minus for the Reissue. Black pin on the original, brown pin on the Reissue version. Okay, different paint job of the feet, as you can see. There are more spots, and there is no spots, and the same on the other leg. Okay, what we can see: Fox aura is resolved, and 2018 the date of mold. Okay, let's look from the other side. Pretty close, but the original has more varnish effect, as you can see. Okay, pretty close paint of this purse, slightly differs. Oh, and this purse is on the other side on the Reissue version, and has a little different paint job. Here's the gray color of the upper part of the purse. Okay, pretty close paint on this side. More gray blue wash on the original. Otherwise pretty much the same. Okay, what can I say? I think the original is the winner for me because of this glow-in-the-dark paint. But the paint job of heads of the Reissue is the winner for me. I think it's pretty cool. And I don't know if it is a QC issue of my specimen of the original toy. This remaining of the hand is turned in the wrong way, so these spikes should be from this side, so I have to fix that. Okay, what can I say? If you missed the original, it's time to get this from AliExpress. They are selling originals at the moment as on November 2022. Thank you for watching and goodbye.